All right, we're sitting here with owner Andrew of Keeffe Island. Just completed his draft for today. How do you think it went?
Yeah, pretty good. I think there's a lot of depth there, so I'm pretty happy with at least the first sort of 4 picks in each position.
Yep.
I think we're onto something there. I thought the backs were hard to predict, but those ones I think are they're gonna work out. I think they're probably the lowest scoring, so we'll see what happens.
They always say that midfield is king in any, I suppose, with Supercoach or Ultimate Footy, your AFL football fantasy.
Yep.
You're giving yourself every chance of becoming the king of that line with a starting lineup of Ablett, Josh Kennedy, Mitchell, Andrew Swallow, O'Keefe and Ebert. Pretty handy starting lineup. However, as you pointed out, because you've got such a good midfield, the rest of your lines have suffered. So I'm tipping you're hoping that your midfield's going to bring it home for you.
Yeah, I think so. I think Ablett's the warhorse. He's going to get it through. He's going to get the job done every week, and a couple of those Sydney players as well. But I think I'm going to have to be pretty keen on those waiver wires and the trade line to make sure I can pick up a ruck if there's an injury there. Probably the most injury-prone position.
Yep.
And make sure the forwards are producing, otherwise someone's going to get dropped.
Yep. Well, speaking of your rucks, Natanui injured, Jamar up and down, more down than up actually, and John Giles is on your bench. It's probably your most suspect line out of your team. I think as you said, your free agencies and your waiver lines are going to be the ones you're going to be looking at to find something there.
Yep.
I suppose you're just going to have to make do for the time being. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, look, I'm hoping that he's a young guy. He will repair quicker. He's going to come through, and I think they're going to rest Cox more because he's getting older now. It's going to be passing of the flame. So I think even though he's injured, Natanui will be able to play a dominant portion of the season for West Coast. And Jamar, look, he's solid. He's solid in a rubbish team. He's gonna get a lot of possessions, even though he's rucking, and they don't really have a solid backup for him. So, I'm hoping I can wing it in the midfield there on the ruck. So we'll see what happens. But there might have to be a few trades or a few pickups, come mid-season when all the rucks start to struggle with fitness.
Daniel Merritt, what was your reasoning behind that one?
That guy I've watched for the last couple of years, and he has just had such a terrible time on the field. But I think he's got the frame to be a good player. I think he's got the right attitude, i.e. he's failed over and over again. So, he's in a young team. He's a young team. They pop him up forward every now and then, I think probably to try and boost his confidence, but I think, they're going to rely on him this year. That's my prediction anyway. Yep. That's one of my wizard predictions, so there's nothing behind that except gut feel.
A lot of luck, hopefully. Thoughts on other people's efforts that you can remember in terms of players that picked up, players that they let go and someone else picked up that might spring to mind?
Yeah. Pretty solid. I didn't get robbed too many times. I think there's. I'm sitting in the middle in this league. There's half the people know a lot more of the players than I do, and the other half don't know anywhere near as many. So I think everyone. I think there's some. No team's got the big advantage though.
No.
I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there come finals time, and I'm gonna slug it out. I'm gonna be in North Melbourne. I'm gonna be Richmond, maybe of this year, not last year. And then you're just gonna get to the finals and you're gonna go, who's in the last place in the top 8 or in the top 4 in that case? You're gonna go
Keefe Island.
Keefe Island. Been there all along, but nobody really noticed. So, and then you're only 2 wins away. So
fantastic. So obviously top 4's the aim. What's going to prevent you from getting that?
Well, I think it's just mismanagement. With a team like mine, I have to manage it well. I have to make sure that I'm on top of injuries, because certain areas like the ruck, there's not a lot of depth, and I have to make sure that I'm I'm probably going to need to rotate that forward line. I've got some strength there, but they're probably not strong against every other team.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, Andrew, owner of Keeffe Island. Good luck.
Thanks, mate.